This is the first time that we get to load the trailer in our new state-of-the-art loading dock. We just want to show you one of the many reasons why we are removing the trellising. Beautifully stretched, definite change in colour, sounds dull and hollow.
Bit like me.
Cyclone Jasper, currently a Category 4 tropical cyclone, is headed our way. Hi everyone, we are off to the depot today to take our jackfruits, and this is the first time that we get to load the trailer in our new state-of-the-art loading dock.
State-of-the-art.
As you can see, it's looking very Christmassy. I did decorate for Ian. Hopefully we'll be able to load a lot easier now, out of the direct sun, out of any rain, so the boxes don't get wet, and somewhere to keep the trailer. So very excited. Let's get going. Stumpy dog always manages to find the one place to lie that's right in the road of where we want to walk.
Except his mother.
But it is so hot here today that I think he's chosen to lie right outside the cold room door in an effort to, I don't know, Stump, keep your ass cold. Is that what you're doing? So jackfruit's all ready to go. Head into town now and drop these off at the transport, and while we're there we need to pick up more of these 240 boxes and lids, bring them back and unload them. Boy, it's hot today. Dropped the fruit off and returned with some more 240 boxes. So next job is to unload them. Oh, this is hot.
Shining bright and it's going my way. Birds in the sky and I'm singing it loud. Love is all around and I'm floating away with you. And I'm floating away with you. Throw my hands up, it's a beautiful day. The sun is shining bright and it's going my way. Birds in the sky and I'm singing it loud. Love is all around and I'm floating away. Love is all around and I'm floating away with you.
So absolutely gutted to find our resident owl here. Don't know what's happened. Whether it's flown into this trellising wire, I'm going to be so glad when we've got rid of it. But just absolutely gutted. He is, or she is just stunning to see flying around at night. And then to find this. Just heartbreaking. Heartbreaking. I was just out putting some fertiliser out before the rains come. Oh,
Hey everyone, it is stinking hot. It's not even 8 o'clock in the morning and oh boy is it hot. So we are continuing to remove all the trellising wires, as many as we can, which is making it so much easier to get around the orchard and prune and all sorts of things. But anyway, this particular trellis that we're on now, we just want to show you one of the many reasons why we are removing the trellising. Oh dear, what could possibly have gone wrong there? I don't think those posts are meant to just fall down, are they? They have literally rotted.
They all do rot right at ground level. That's where they always rot. Moisture, but there's also air. God, I'm going to be so glad when these are all gone.
Absolutely. So yeah, as you can see, rotted at the base. The only thing that was holding these posts up was the trellis wire. And the problem is, if we were to have a cyclone and the trellis wires came out,
Which they would.
then obviously so do all of these posts, and that have rotted anyway. And then we end up with an orchard full of tangled posts and high tensile wire.
7 years in the ground, thereabouts, I think, 7, 8, yeah. An orchard you want for 20 years or more,
Yeah.
if not longer, and this only lasts for 6 or 7. And the talk of, like, trees got knocked out with one cyclone, but because I put trellising in, they didn't get knocked out with this cyclone. You can't compare 2 cyclones. Like, if you're on the southern end of a cyclone, that's the worst wind, isn't it?
But you also can't compare when you're dealing with a different life cycle of your trellising, clearly. Yeah. I mean, when we first put this in, obviously we had no rotted posts or anything. So as you can see here, what sometimes happens as well is the weight of the trees and everything against the wire will sometimes pull out the staples.
And also because we're in the tropics, the wet, dry, the wood expands, and that's what allows the staples to pull out.
Yeah. So yeah, in a high wind situation, that is obviously more likely to occur. And then this is what we don't want to end up with. So taking them all out. This is another one here that the post rotted at ground level. It's actually gone over with the wires still attached. So yeah, not the best solution. We don't think anyway. I guess it's personal opinion, but we've definitely had enough. So it is just coming up for 10 o'clock and it is about 35 degrees. I don't know how high the humidity is, but it's high. We have sweated. Yeah, we look like we've literally just come out of the swimming pool. It is really, there's not a breath of air, is there? No. There's no breeze at all. So we are going to knock off from pulling out the trellis wires and go and find something to do that's a bit more shaded, because we're out in the open here. It's just getting too hot.
How about snoozle on the sofa?
But this is the last wire coming out now on this side of the orchard. So we still have the other side to go, but all of these trellises now here in front of me have all had the wire removed. Hey everyone, it is Saturday today and Cyclone Jasper, currently a Category 4 tropical cyclone, is headed our way. Forecast to cross the coast around Wednesday. At this stage, they still don't know exactly the point of crossing. Cyclones are notoriously unpredictable at times. So basically anyone from Cooktown down to Townsville needs to be prepared, and that includes us. We're in the middle. So Saturday today, forecast to cross on Wednesday, probably start to see the effects of that on Tuesday. So we have a little bit of time to start to prepare. And at the end of the day, it's better for us to be prepared. And then if it doesn't come our way, we haven't lost anything. And, you know, we've shown in the past when cyclones have been brewing out there that we've prepared and then they fizzle out or they go somewhere else. And, you know, it doesn't matter. But the thing is, it could come our way. And so we have the time now to prepare for that. So Ian has already gone around and mowed the entire orchard, because if we get a lot of rain from this, which we probably will, then we're probably not going to be able to get out on the ground for at least a couple of weeks. So all of the mowing is done, and we are about to go and pick some jackfruits. Ordinarily, we would send the jackfruits away on a Friday, but given that Jasper is likely to hit midweek and the roads might be flooded, that probably is not a possibility. So we're going to bring it forward and we're going to send away on Tuesday, because we have a lot of jackfruits that are ready to pick. And the good thing about jackfruits is they will stand on the tree for a period of time, but the ones that are ready to come off, we're going to take off so that we can actually get them to market, and also so they don't get blown away. And following that, we need to start and do some tidying up around the house, get rid of any potential missiles and that sort of thing. If the cyclone was to cross south of us, then it's not too bad if you're on the north. Obviously, if you're close to it, then different, but the north of the cyclone, you don't tend to get as damaging winds and the heavy rain. If it passes to the north of us, then different scenario. We'll probably get a ton of rain and potentially damaging winds. So best to be prepared. Off to pick some jackfruits. So this little beauty is one that we will be picking today. As you can see, beautifully stretched, definite change in colour, sounds dull and hollow.
Bit like me.
And the first leaf has gone yellow, stalks tracking. All the signs of a beautiful jackfruit. Okay, so all the jackfruits are picked and will be sent to market on Tuesday. And now we are going to finish putting the braces on the shed, which we didn't get round to doing when we did the shed extension. But now Cyclone Jasper is steaming towards the coast, we will do that right now.
It's moved up the priority scale, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's definitely moved up the priority scale. If there's one thing that a cyclone actually makes you do, or the potential impact of a cyclone, it's tidy up your yard. You know, all those things that you just put down and think, oh, that'll be okay there, or I'll deal with that next week. Once you've got a cyclone heading towards you, it really does force you to start and tidy things up. Only thing is, if the cyclone then comes, there's way more tidying up to do afterwards. But anyway, on to putting the shed braces on. Okay, so Sunday today, and we are continuing with cyclone prep. Ian is just mowing the front lawn, because chances are, even if we don't get destructive winds, we are definitely going to get a lot of rain, which will limit our ability to get out and do things like mowing. So he's doing that, and then we're going to have a walk around and just have a tidy up of around the house. So things like shovels, forks, tables, benches. Stumpy, you will also have to be made safe from the cyclone. Just things like this that we need to make secure and put away so that they don't become potential missiles. The good news is that Cyclone Jasper has weakened, and I believe it's currently a category 2, still out in the Coral Sea at this stage, forecasted to cross around Wednesday, and they're still not entirely sure of the crossing point. So it could go north of Cairns, it could go south of Cairns. They're not entirely sure yet on landfall, but chances are it's not going to cross as a Cat 4 or a Cat 5 severe tropical cyclone. I think that they are suggesting the highest it will get is a low-end Cat 3. So there is some good news. But nevertheless, it is always better to prepare for the worst and hope for the best. So yeah, we will start and put some things away, which also forces us to do a bit of a cleanup around the house, which is never a bad thing. So we'll probably leave it there for this video, folks, and we will catch you on the other side when we have bid farewell to Cyclone Jasper. Thanks for watching. Bye.